I really fucking love snacks.
Hello, welcome to Snack Time. I am your host, Lindsay Adams, and our guest today is Solomon Georgio.
Hello. I
Thank
don't.
you
I'm
for
just testing my voice.
no, test it. It sounds gorgeous. I thank you so much for being on the pod, Solomon.
No problem at all. I'm at home, so I don't really have to do much.
I mean, yes, and you've got your wigs behind you,
Yes,
which look beautiful. I had no idea you had so many, and I am really impressed.
that's not even all of them. I
Shut
think
up.
there's more. Those are the ones on display. Those are the ones that made it to the display show.
Let me ask you, do you have to? I mean, I have two wigs that I never wear, but I also have them shoved in boxes and mismanaged. That's not good, correct?
No, that is a unhealthy treatment of wigs, especially if you
Interesting.
don't want them to look busted when you put them on your head.
Ragged. I just don't know where I would wear one. I don't feel like I'm a wig. I haven't really fully like embraced being a wig person.
I just wear them in my house. They are my house wigs. They don't really go anywhere.
They're like house slippers, but they're house
hmm
wigs.
From room to room, they that's really as far as they've traveled is from this room to another room to the living room, and then that's their journey. That's their
That's
life. They'll never see anything outside this house. Most of them.
interesting. I mean, I do think you should model them for us at some point, but
I'm probably not going to because they are cumbersome. Every one of those wigs is cumbersome.
are they?
Because
Oh yeah, I forgot. There's like I like honestly, I have no idea. I watch so many TikToks with people putting on wigs, and I'm like, this takes too long
it is
for.
too long.
It's too long,
Yeah, I have to glue them down, make sure they look good, brush them
right?
out, and then I can't just put on a wig and just be like, "Look at me," and I have to do the full look. It's very weird,
Yeah, and you have
just
to
with my man
blend it.
face.
You
Yeah,
have to blend it into the skin and like paint it and whatever.
some of them aren't too hard to do that with, but in all honesty, the headphones are going to get in the way. It's a whole journey with each wig. I just imagine me wearing them. I think that's what people need to do. Is just imagine me
I
wearing
can. And I'm honest,
them.
that's kind of why I want to see it so badly is because I truly can imagine it.
Well, it's
So,
just you're not gonna get the full joy of seeing me wear a full face of makeup. I got my facial hair on, which is not even like that's like already that cuts into the fantasy.
oh, okay,
And
you're a no facial hair
no, if I'm
when
gonna
you
wear
get.
these, yeah, these are a whole look.
Look, some people do a whole look and they keep the facial hair.
Some people do, and I'm not one of those people. My face is too soft to just have facial hair on a wig. I need to shave the hair, do a whole beat. I can't
That's
this
fair.
is I'm that face that's in the middle of feminine and I prefer my face is a little feminine and I want to be fully femme if I'm gonna put on a wig.
That's fair. You can like pull off. I mean, you have a beautiful face. If people are listening, I suggest they watch the video too
No,
because
just keep listening. Maybe I don't want them to live in their own illusion.
we just describe this is actually just a facial description
hmm
podcast. Truly fantastic.
Yeah.
Well, I'm excited that you are on the pod to talk about your favorite childhood snack. I have it written in like the video thing. Anybody who's listening, it doesn't matter. But I have it written as OCP because it limits how many
hmm
characters and it keeps looking like ICP, Insane Clown Posse. Like I keep looking at it sounds like it, but it's not. It is Little Debbie Oatmeal Cream Pies,
Well,
correct?
it'd be oatmeal cream cookies. It's
Oh.
OCC.
Wait, is that the official name?
I thought that yeah, I think it's spelled cream CREME that the fancy
Oh,
way,
yes, it is. It
and then it's the
is.
cookies. Yeah.
I forgot that it's spelled the fancy way.
Mhm.
It is an ode to the French way. I think the creme.
Creme, and it's really there's no dairy in it. I'm pretty sure.
I mean, that I yeah, I think it's largely marshmallow.
hmm
which adds to the flavor. But honestly, I think a lot of Little Debbie, I was talking about this earlier. I think a lot of like the Little Debbie stuff, because my mom wouldn't let me have that kind of stuff because she was psychotic.
My mom wouldn't either.
Really?
But they are at usually, I think they're still at that price point of like $1.29 for a box.
Sure.
And
Yes.
if you're a resourceful child like I was, and you got that $2 every special occasion,
Mm-hmm.
that's a bang for your buck. That
You're
is
right.
a whole box of dessert for one individual, and that's kind of what I did was buy a box for myself, hide it from my siblings, and eat it alone.
Because you have two brothers, right?
I have I'm one of seven, so I have
Oh, my bad.
technically four brothers,
Okay, you have
but
four brothers. I don't know why I thought you only had two brothers.
that's the only ones I talk about.
Oh, okay. Got it.
I have two younger brothers, and those are the ones I discuss openly.
Oh, okay. Gorgeous. Well, interesting. No, wait, where would you hide the box though? Like, what is this process of hiding it?
Oh, that's like it's under my bed
Oh, got
in
it.
my backpack. So like it's just like in a place
Oh,
that is
in your
not in
backpack.
the public zone of everyone obtaining the oatmeal cream cookies because they were also like like every once in a while a school teacher would bring them in
Oh, yeah, that's right.
because I think it's in
That
the school teacher range of snack purchase.
it's also a
'Cause-
great lunch snack to try to trade with
Mhm.
people. Although I had the worst snacks. Like I always had like the apple or whatever that was like brown.
Mm.
And nobody was like, "Yeah, give me that apple."
Yeah, no.
Like,
Well, I was school lunch. I was a free school lunch, so I had to rely
ooh.
heavily on what the public education system provided. Some of it was decent.
Yeah.
Like we had these like weird like it was like a peanut butter jelly thing, but it was like in a graham cracker, like a ice cream sandwich shape, but it was peanut butter and jelly, and the graham
Ooh.
cracker was soft, and it truly was like I don't think you can find it outside of a free school lunch
That's
anywhere.
actually sounds delicious.
Oh, it was fantastic. It's one of those like it should be considered a dessert, but they were like, this is lunch.
This is nutritious.
This is nutrition. And we like I feel like there was a few things like the square pizzas, I'm sure were
Oh
not a
God.
healthy thing, but we had those square pizzas that I'm sure were mass produced and frozen. It was yeah. But I love them. I was thoroughly surprised that pizzas came in triangles after elementary school.
Yeah, it's interesting. I remember distinctly that the square pizzas like were so mushy in your mouth. Like almost the dough was like almost uncooked in a way that was really satisfying.
I
What?
guess it depends on the school you went to. So some
Oh,
of
got
us
it. What were yours burnt?
they were almost burnt.
Ah!
They were on the way there. Because it depends on who's your lunch lady. And sometimes
I
the lunch
guess you're
lady is like,
right.
you're getting extra crispy, kids.
I would prefer extra crispy. I like a texture, but no, ours were always like raw and cold on the inside, and I actually started to dig that.
Yeah,
Like,
I think mine burned my mouth a lot of
oh,
times.
fair. Wait, so where did you grow up? You grew up in
The elementary school was Fresno, California.
Okay. Okay,
It's
interesting.
Central Valley, middle of fuck off nowhere. Terrible city. Don't ever go unless you're truly cursed.
I will say the only thing about Fresno that I like is about 45 minutes out of Clovis. There's the largest cat sanctuary in California.
Of course, I wouldn't know that, but
Yeah.
yes, I believe you.
Yes, and I will say that is like one of my best experiences since I've lived in LA.
That sounds like an absolute nightmare to me.
Sure, absolutely. Look, to be fair, it sounds like a nightmare to most people, but which is also why anytime I've gone there, I've gone by myself. But
Like there's multiple trips now.
there has, I'm not even joking. Every time I've gone to Fresno to do shows, I like veer off and do my own thing and go to this fucking cat
Oh,
sanctuary
okay.
for
I respect that.
hours.
I refuse to go to Fresno for anything. So
I
every
mean,
time they've
that's
offered me a
fair.
show, I was like, there's not enough money in the world.
Well, yeah, it's exotic to me, but
Yes.
to you if you grew up there. So that's where your elementary school was. So that's where the free school lunches were. That's
Hmm.
where the crispy pizza. Did you ever have Jello with whipped cream on it?
I'm trying to remember the Jello situation. I feel like our Jello situation was pretty straightforward because it was the Jello cups.
Oh,
We
you had the
really didn't.
cups.
Yeah, we didn't have anything. Yeah, we had like the pudding snacks and the Jello cups. But I don't recall anything special about the Jello.
We had like open air squares.
I don't. Yeah, I don't think we had. Like, I think our lunch program had the benefit of being able to bring in the
Brand
prepackaged.
name. The
No,
brand, not brand name.
no. But no, it was just, yeah, I don't. No, wait, we did have. We did in the cups. There was fruit in them.
Oh,
So we had the ones
oh,
that were already prepackaged with fruit in them.
oh yeah. God, they make the gnarliest shit for kids that aren't even.
Mm-hmm.
Did anybody? I mean, it was just an odd thing.
Was it not? I also remember there was like a weird bean pocket thing that I've never had seen anywhere. It was like it was not technically an empanada. It was more. It was like a darker color, and it was like
A bean pocket.
it was truly like a refried bean pocket situation that I have never seen recreated anywhere else. But I distinctly like remember loving it and
I mean,
never seeing it in the outside world ever since I left elementary school.
did it? Was it? It wasn't sweet. It was savory.
It was savory. It was savory. It was
Okay.
like this very specific meat and weird. I'm assuming a beef kind of ground beef situation mixed with
Interesting.
like a bean situation, but never like a whole bean you saw in it. It was very. It's a very specific taste that I will always remember because I've never tasted it ever again.
Interesting. Well, if you're listening and you know what he's talking about, then
Yeah,
please.
if you went to the Fresno school school system and remember these weird bean pockets that technically empanadas but not empanadas, and if you know a way for me to get them so I can taste one again and regret it.
Would you?
Oh no, I remember the flavor and loving it, and I feel, but I also think I would regret revisiting it, like I
Yeah.
tried with other stuff, like with Sunny Delight when I've tried that as an adult.
Yeah.
That was pure acid and sugar. I cannot even
It's
imagine how I was able to drink it.
it's really disappointing. Growing up for me, growing up in New Jersey, every year on my birthday, we would have an ice cream cake from Carvel.
Uh,
And I don't even know, do they have Carvel out here?
no.
Okay, yeah. So they had an ice cream cake from Carvel, and I remember it was like always the best thing in the world. It had the little chocolate crunchies in it. It was like 100% ice cream, chocolate, vanilla, classic, the weird whipped cream on the outside. And I became obsessed with it last summer because they sell it in Ralph's, but I'm pretty sure it's like shipped from wherever. And I was so excited, and I was like, I'm gonna buy myself a whole Carvel ice cream cake. And I ate it, and it was the worst tasting thing I've ever had in my I mean, it was so disgusting and upsetting, and it devastated me.
Yeah.
So
See, but luckily for me, I've had oatmeal cream cookies recently, and
yes, you have.
I think the last time was about 6 months ago. Like if I like, there's just like every once in a while, when I'm grocery shopping, I'm just like, there's just a little Debbie's right there, and
Yeah.
I get that, and also and sometimes I throw in the zebra cakes because why not?
Oh,
Because they're like it's a buck 50. I'm like
yeah.
I'm just gonna just recover on these from a depression, and I'm good to
Yeah.
go.
I would eat the whole box though. That's the other thing about kid snacks is like if I were to buy Gushers, in fact, I think I did buy Gushers in the last couple years or like fruit roll-ups and I was like, "Excuse me, this box is literally for one person."
Yes, I think I eat most of it except for one to make myself feel like I didn't
Oh,
eat the
fair.
whole box.
Fair. Are you a leave the empty box in your pantry person?
No, I hate that with my whole heart.
Have you lived with someone that does that?
My brother loves to like. I feel like because he lives with me. He lives with me now, and he's just like he doesn't want to take the last of something, which I truly that bothers me more. It's like eat it
Sure.
all, finish it.
Yeah.
Don't leave anything for me.
I know. My boyfriend does the same thing, except now, like, anytime he has a bag of chips, he leaves the crumbs, which are, like, the best part, like, the little shit at the bottom, and he'll leave it on the counter, and I always have to be like, "Can I get it? Is it time?" And he's like, "Yep, go for it." And then I'm just like, like,
Well,
really,
that's a symbiotic relationship.
yeah.
You're
I'm
like a
like a
little sucker fish on a shark.
Oh yeah, I'm a fucking hoover for like scraps. It's gross. Like if I'm out with people and they don't eat their crusts, I just sit patiently until it's like crust time.
You can just
Unless
eat my crust. I don't care.
really, oh
And
good.
once I put the crust down, you're welcome to grab it.
I usually wait till they go to put their napkin on the plate and then I go, wait. It's so sick.
Now,
I know,
give
I'm
it
like,
to me.
before you do that. But I'll listen. If they put a napkin on it, I'll fucking eat it anyway. I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
I don't know why I like the scraps. You would think I like literally like was never fed as a child because I just am like a full on like don't waste anything person.
If I'm at home, I don't. I probably eat the crust more in public so I can maintain the persona of a person who finishes his food. Uh, but when I'm at home, there's too much waste, and I should feel bad, but I don't.
No, you shouldn't. This like I mean, that's like why America that's not why America's fat. We're fat because we're depressed and terrible people. But um no, I mean like the happy plate thing growing up, my parents were like, make a happy plate and I was like, okay, I'll eat all of this. And I would have to like just clear the whole plate and now I feel weird leaving. My boyfriend also he'll leave one bite of something. Like he'll get a sandwich, like a chicken sandwich from whatever, but like, or a burger, and he leaves a piece of the bread and not even joking, the teeniest, tiniest piece of like the inside of the sandwich, and
Hmm.
then just shuts up the box and goes to throw it out. And I'm like, what is that? What?
I tend to do that sometimes too because
No.
I'm the thing with temperature. Like once things hit room temperature, I'm just
Oh,
like it becomes a real chore for me to eat it, and it's an even
interesting.
bigger chore to get up and reheat it. So it's like, all right, buddy.
I'm just like really frugal. It's like the Jew in me is so like I am just like I paid for this with my money and I'll get every bit out of it.
See,
So
me on the hand, I like to do small lavish things for myself, like leaving a bite behind.
that is lavish. You know what I do
Hmm.
now though because I can't have like a full ass bag of chips unless I eat it all. I will get like 4 bags of different flavors just to try them and then I throw them out. I eat like one of everything. And I'll do that with cereal too. I'll be like, I want to try this cereal because they have
Mhm.
fucking crazy ass cereals now. And no, go ahead.
Believe me, no, I've eaten them. I've eaten them all,
Which
but I
ones
feel
did you
like they're
try?
not as crazy as they used to be.
Which ones are you referring to that they used to have that they no longer
Like the
have?
Rice Krispie Treat cereal.
Yes, but you know what? They recently brought back a Rice Krispie cereal, like a Rice Krispie treat cereal.
Did they?
Yeah. Like in Target, if you go to Target, I took a picture of it because I was so excited. It's like a special edition thing. I know. It's like anytime I see a cool thing, I take a picture of it and I'm like, I bet everyone will love this. Um, no, it's like, I think it has marshmallows in it too. It's a dream come true.
Oh, is it Lucky Charms or
No,
Rice Krispie
it's
Treats?
Rice Krispie treats.
Well, damn,
I know.
that might be too dangerous.
It is too dangerous.
No, I don't experiment anymore. I stick to my two,
What are
which
your
is
two?
Golden Grams and Honey Nut Bran. No, Raisin
Great.
Nut Bran.
Oh, great choices.
Yeah. And
Great
Raisin Nut Bran is a
choices.
pain in the ass because it's not available in every store, and it's not
It's
currently
not.
available at the store I go to. And I'm like, all right, I guess I have to go to another grocery store because that's who
Interesting.
I am as a person.
No, I do the same thing. I also live by I'm like also deeply spoiled. I'm obsessed with going to the grocery store. I go every single day. The pandemic was really devastating for me.
That's what I did too during the pandemic. Was like, all right, I guess I go to the grocery store every 2 days, but I would go at like 8 a.m. Like it's the first thing I do in the day is just walk around the
Yes.
grocery store.
No, I would go at the Ralph's by me is 24 hours, so I would just go at midnight and just wander around. And it was like, what is life? Like
Yeah,
what are we?
it
But
became our club. It was our clubs. We were like, let's hang out. This
I
is my
know.
spot. What kind of music are they playing at Ralph's today?
Oh my God. I can't also with the music. Legit, the music at Ralph's is like all stuff I grew up listening to, and it's mortifying that it's now grocery store music.
I love it. I'm fine with it. I'm completely okay with that. Like I've given up on on being young. I'm fine with being middle aged is the best thing that's ever happened to me. I have less responsibilities to be what's the word I'm looking for? When people reverent. Yeah, I have less
Oh,
responsibility.
yeah. That
I don't know,
actually
like
makes sense.
it's like well, who cares? Like I'm fucking 40. Who cares what if I
Yeah.
say is in the zeitgeist? Who cares if what I do is cool?
No, I mean, I do genuinely enjoy listening to Britney Spears while I'm like
Yeah,
shopping for groceries.
it's gonna happen because that's what happened to adults when we were young.
I know it just like it's
Because like they were calling the songs that were the oldies were like songs from like the 60s and the 70s, and we grew up in the 80s and the 90s. So we're in the boat now.
I
We're in the
know
same boat.
it's nuts to think that that's like the same era, but I also am like I feel similarly in that I like care but I don't care. I'm more just like, "Whoa, time is nuts." Like
No, it goes on forever. That's the thing. Like my midlife crisis isn't like the one where like, oh my god. No, it's more like, oh fuck, there's more life.
I
There's
know
so.
it's like this is nuts. Like, well, also my mom is 70 and acts like she's gonna die in 10 years. And like it's like certain. Like this is like the last of her. And I'm just like, I need you to not do that. That's
See,
rough.
my mom has been doing that since I was a child. So
Really?
she's been acting like it's her last 2 years in life, and she's gonna murder us on the way. So
Oh my God. My mom has like acted like that for a while. I'm going home to visit and I had to make a no talking about her own death rule. Or no preparing for her own death because she'll start to go through things in her house with me and be like, "Do you want this?"
oh, see, my mom barely owns anything, so that's made it much easier for me.
Oh,
It's like,
that is my mom's a pack rat.
see, I on the hand was like, I want none of these things.
My mom will have like she has like shit from I don't know why. She has like fucking like band-aids from 1970. Like she keeps the most insane
My
stuff.
mom keeps crazy things, but it's like very few, very minimal things that she keeps. Like for like all the achievements that I had my entire life, the only thing she still has is a perfect attendance trophy.
Oh wow, you were a perfect attendance.
I well, first of all, there were multiple trophies, but that was the
Okay.
only one she kept.
What other trophies? Please brag.
Oh God, I
Were you a
was
good student?
yes, I was a very good student. I was an amazing student. I was a brilliant mind.
Wow.
I was the only hope in the family.
And look at you now. Well, you're successful, so
No,
that's
I'm
all
very
that
successful, but
counts.
that was a very recent. It was
That's
all those years of
so
doing stand
funny.
up and owning nothing
Oh
for
man.
a decade.
Well, look at now you're a big Hollywood star, so look at you
Alleged
now.
Hollywood star. Very.
A Hollywood
We're just throwing that
star.
word real loosely these days.
It's not loose, okay?
It's real loose.
You're a
You might
star.
remember him for his 10-second cameo in the last season of Hacks.
And I do. And I do because I screamed. I was
Yeah,
very
I.
excited. Um, so I back to Lil Debbie, I did research and
Mhm.
weirdly they don't have a Wikipedia page specifically for the
Okay.
cream cookies, which is weird because literally there's a Wikipedia page for everything. There's a Little Debbie one, but there's not like a full on. So I had to do like deep diving about this, which is
Did
always
you have to go to
fun.
the Little Debbie website?
I mean, look, yes, I did go to the Little Debbie website. Also, like, it made me realize too. I was talking earlier today. I mean, I wasn't allowed to have most of the Little Debbie stuff, but my friends did have it in their pantry,
Hmm.
and so I've had more than I like thought. The one thing I've never really like gotten into are the snowballs. Is that Little Debbie?
No, that's Hostess.
Oh, okay, my bad. Strike me down.
Look, I'm very familiar with my snack brands.
You are. It's look, I respect it deeply.
Look, eating desserts and a lot of them at one sitting is sort of my go-to. I've gone to
Yes.
7-Eleven and made 7-course meals out of out of out of snacks there. So,
That is my style so hard. I like savory and sweet, but people that are like I don't like desserts, I'm just like I don't understand what is broken in your brain.
oh, I start off with one of the when I'm like back then, especially I would get the Italian sandwich at 7-Eleven, and I would toast that in my oven.
Mm-hmm.
And then I would also get Cool Ranch Doritos and one of their cheese dips to
Okay,
dip it in.
interesting.
Yeah, I go with
Interesting.
I say, you know what, Cool Ranch Doritos not enough. I need you to be dipped in cheese.
I like that. I like that. I really respect that. I also respect the Cool Ranch
Mm-hmm.
Doritos.
It's really honestly they I should be fine alone, but no, I'm never fine with just that.
I love a dip though. I'm big on interactive snacks, like things you
I'm
have to.
I'm big on chips. I'm big on fake cheese. I like both of them existing at the
Mm,
same time. I've also done it with flaming hot Cheetos as well.
oof.
Got dip them in the cheese dip.
I like the
Uh,
flaming hot Cheetos with lime.
I'm not that crazy about those.
Really?
I like the absurdity of the weird heat that comes out of just regular flaming hot Cheetos because it makes zero sense. And adding lime's
Yeah.
like that tastes like a real thing. I'm not.
Oh, I like that. Well, have you tried Takis?
Mm-hmm.
Do you like
Oh, yes.
Takis?
Oh yes, I love tacos.
Oh, okay. Interesting. Did you try the blue flame Takis?
I don't think I have. I think I've always tried just the standard ones.
The blue ones are really weird. I had them like a couple months ago because I was like seeing them in my face. They were just like being like I was being taunted with them at Ralph's, and so I was like, okay, I'm gonna try them, and they were like weirdly good, and then went from really good to really bad so quickly that like cuz like I'll fucking put a bag away. Like especially if it's Cheetos, it's like forget it. I'm done. We're done. RIP.
Yeah,
That bag is no more. But
same.
like truly I could not understand what I was eating, and I also was just like I feel like if I could be eating Cheetos, this would be a better option.
Mm-hmm.
Um
Yeah, I feel the same way too. I mean, also like for me, like that's also like those are that's the dinner part. That's the first and two. Like the rest is
right.
all snack cakes of variety sorts.
Mm,
From Hostess, I always get I always get the cupcakes, but if
yeah.
the chocolate ones are fine, but if
Right.
they have like the vanilla or orange flavored ones, the limited editions,
Orange.
yeah, I will get those every time.
They're
They
like
have
petty fours.
they've had because they had the vanilla, orange, and I've had a lemon one before too.
I could see lemon. I really am not a big fan of orange in dessert.
I am a very big fan of anything in dessert.
I mean, but I do you like herbs in dessert?
It depends. Like I've had some olive oil cakes that I've loved with. I've had an olive oil cake with rosemary in it that I liked a lot.
You liked it?
Hmm.
What about like have you been to Salt and Straw and ever had any of their wild ass flavors?
No, I don't like. That's ice cream is a different thing. Ice cream has to be fully sweet for me. Like
Okay.
I don't like any. I don't like any fun fucking around with the sweetness of my ice cream. I want it to be fully decadent.
Yeah, no, I agree with you. I don't want any fuckery in my ice cream. If you put
Yeah,
goat cheese anywhere near it, I will
yeah.
fucking lose it.
Well, they're like strawberry and basil. Get the fuck the basil out of the goddamn
Yeah.
strawberries business.
Thank you.
That
I
doesn't need to
know.
be here. What a weird fucking relationship to even have.
100%. Or they'll be like balsamic strawberry is another one they love. I don't. What are we
No,
doing? Or
ice
they
cream
put
wise,
chili in it. Absolutely put no peppers near
yeah.
my ice cream.
Go eat a fucking meal, then come to the
Yes.
ice cream store. I don't need. I like ice cream for me is the one that I'm like, don't add a savory thing to this.
Yeah.
I'm doing full saccharine pleasure for this one.
Yeah.
I need my teeth to hurt, and you'll get in the
Mm.
way of that by adding something healthy.
100%. My mom literally just the other day was like, I treated myself to basil ice cream. I was like, you're disgusting.
That's
Don't ever
fucking
talk to me
weird.
again. Don't
Wow,
ever
what a
speak to
oh
me.
god, jeez.
It's like this ends our
Why aren't you
relationship.
dead yet?
Exactly. Better get on with it. No, it's disgusting. I'm fully on the same page as you. I can't do that. I also like feel like sometimes people let's say they like it for clout and I just don't believe them. Like they want to be someone that likes like a rosemary lemon ice cream and it's like drink cleaner.
Hmm. Well, for me, it's also like what those fancy places with the lines. I'm like, no,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna participate in a situation where I have to wait for my ice cream. I don't think that's like, I feel like if it's something that's readily available that's just as good at the grocery store, why am I like like your artisanal ice cream is not good enough for
I
me.
like Jenny's. I do like Jenny's.
But yeah, but at the same time, I can like my preference of all is for ice cream wise is to get coffee ice cream, soft churned coffee ice cream, jar soft churned coffee ice cream. I think is
Ah,
perfect.
yes.
And also the seasonal peppermint ice cream.
Oh, I love peppermint ice cream. I don't know
It's
anybody else who does.
I look forward to it every year. I don't
It's
do
so
eggnog. I
good.
do peppermint ice cream every year.
I get both because I need variety desperately. So I'm a fan of both.
I like how eggnog and ice cream are.
I like need a buffet. That's like my vibe is a constant buffet. So like I'm constantly on the hunt. I treated myself one Christmas I spent in LA to like the Four Seasons brunch buffet because I was just like, this is all I have ever wanted.
No, a buffet is the best situation. It's one of the things that I'm very sad that I don't get to enjoy because we have a pandemic ruining all buffet situations for us.
I know, like, and people are like, oh, they package it up for you. Well, I'm sorry. You think I want someone seeing me take 4 croissants?
No,
Like,
I want to go in and make multiple plates.
yes.
Number one,
Yeah.
like, and I wanted to like I feel like if I leave a buffet not painfully full,
Yeah.
I have failed myself as a person. I failed the buffet as a customer.
I failed the buffet as a customer.
It's like, what am I doing? Why did I even come here if I am not going to leave? Like 3 plates
I
has to be the
know.
minimum in my mind. Like if I don't hit 3 plates, I fucked up.
Yeah, and I
I
want
fucked up
weird
bad.
things on each plate. I like having weird, and I literally don't need to go explain to an employee why I need like 40 pickles. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
the only thing I want to do is to go up there and be like, "Hey, you're out of fried chicken. You're gonna need to re-up because
yeah.
I just got here."
Yeah, exactly.
But
No,
that's
I'm
the
with
only
you.
the communication I want to have is, "Hey, you're out of something," and that's the thing that I want.
Oh, I know. I fully never want to speak to anyone when I'm at a
No,
restaurant.
it's a buffet.
Yeah.
A buffet is pure gluttony. You're supposed to just speak in grunts and groans.
Yeah. I would go
Like
by myself, I feel like. And I've actually never found an appropriate dessert buffet, too. That's like my constant search.
I've seen some solid ones in Vegas,
I believe that.
and I've been to ones where it's just a bunch of different desserts. I like the buffets have like small cake options.
Yeah,
Just
bite of each.
like a little bite of each. Definitely love a soft serve.
Mm,
And that's also like we'd go to Old Country Buffet when I was a kid, and there's this guy in a muumuu who showed us how to do buffet properly. And it's just a casual muumuu, just his buffet
great.
muumuu. And he explained to us if our parents would let us have any desserts to hide it under the soft serve.
Oh my God.
So, and my parents were like that. They were like, "You can only have one thing," and we were like, "Okay." And we just sneak two or three other desserts in the soft serve.
That's so brilliant,
Hmm.
honestly. Thank God for that man.
Yeah, truly lifesaver. Hopefully he's living his best life.
I mean, I hope so as well.
But also he
He's
was
probably dead. Yeah.
yeah, well he had a buffet muumuu that he wore regularly to go to the buffet. So I'm assuming,
Sure. Something tragic happened, but we'll just hope for the best.
but also it was 30 years ago. So
Sure. So like something tragic definitely
it was
happened,
30
but
years ago. He was probably 50, 55. Who
great.
knows? Who knows?
Could have been the next day. We just will never know. We will have never have any idea. But that's a brilliant tip. That's a brilliant tip. Also just sounds good. I like
Hmm.
layering. I was like always like sticking shit in it. I RIP to buffets. They'll never come back and it breaks my heart. I
Well,
will say
there's some of them are open, and I'm just like, I don't feel like that will be the smartest thing for me to do in this current climate is to share buffet
no.
space because like the ones in Vegas are open. I'm like, that seems like the most dangerous. Like I'm
Oh yeah.
you might as well just go to a fucking COVID patient, just lick their tongue and
I
just
know. I keep
if you're
like
gonna do it.
I really keep sticking to the information that was passed around where it was like it really doesn't pass on surfaces and I'm like, "See? We could do whatever we want." I'm
I
like the
just
food
feel
doesn't count.
I feel something about buffet
No,
energy is like
absolutely.
whatever disease comes in here is a disease you're gonna leave with.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's literally not worth it. Also, yeah, no, there's so many reasons
Look, I
why
feel like you can get pregnant off of buffet food. That's what I'm
you
deciding. Like you can get anything can
absolutely
happen
can.
with buffet food.
Buffets are the toilet seat of what? That was a bad example. But anyway,
Well, because yeah,
move
toilet seats are the cleanest thing. Apparently, they're cleaner than most
no.
surfaces.
Wow, really?
Yeah, we freak out about how dirty they are, but you can't. I'm not saying go eat off a fucking toilet, but
Well,
I think it's our hands are
too
much
late.
dirtier than our butts.
Interesting. I don't know if that's true in a women's restroom because we pee on the seats.
We pee on the seats too.
Oh, okay.
You think that's just a no? Loose pee is readily available in both locations.
Oh, thank God. I was
Yeah.
always curious.
If you think this, if you think the toilet seats in the men's bathroom are bone dry, that is an absolute lie. They are, they're moist as well.
I just figured you guys had one big trough and that was it.
No, it's everything's a slip and slide in the men's bathroom.
Oh my God, murder me. On that note, let me move into two truths and a lie so I can quiz you on your oatmeal cream pie knowledge. Are you ready?
I think I can handle it.
Okay,
I
great.
very good chance I can't. My knowledge
Look,
is not that strong.
it's a crapshoot, truly. This game has gone a number of ways. So, okay, you know the rules to two truths and a lie. It's
Mm-hmm.
really wild. So there's one lie. Okay. And I have done this before where I've accidentally done two lies and a truth, so we'll see if I did it right. But I'm pretty sure I did it right. Okay, anyway. Here are the three statements. Okay. 1. Oatmeal cream pies were the first official Little Debbie snack. 2. Oatmeal cream pies are vegan. 3. Each oatmeal cream pie is 3 servings.
I'm gonna say number 3 is a lie.
No. Number
No,
3 is true.
that's one fucking oatmeal cream pie is 3
It's
servings.
3 servings.
What kind of lunacy is that? 4 oatmeal cream pies whole are 1 serving.
Okay, I'm going to
As
Google
far
it.
as I'm concerned. As
How
far
many
as
servings
I'm
are
concerned.
one oatmeal cream pie? Let's fact check because I read this. Yeah, okay. Wait, how big is an oatmeal cream pie?
They're just
Individually wrapped? I might be wrong. I don't think I'm
yeah.
wrong.
Because I would.
No, one cookie.
Mm-hmm. One cookie should be 1 serving. That makes sense to me.
Well, let's just say I'm right. And
That is
be-
chaotic. That is truly chaotic.
because I read it in passing and I decided that it was crazy and true. But anyway, the lie is that oatmeal cream pies are vegan. They're not vegan because they have gelatin
Wow.
in them.
Look, good for the gelatin. I'm glad I got in
Yeah,
there.
it got in there.
I was worried it got left out. Yeah, because I think Oreos are probably the only vegan snack that's unintentionally vegan.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh God. And they like sing it from the rooftops. They're
Yeah.
like, oh, it's fine that we're all artificial. Well, get ready, vegans.
Here's some good news. We are vegan. We're gonna kill you in another way.
Exactly.
But nothing else died to make this. And I feel that's also a lie. I feel like probably plenty of animals died to make Oreos. They're just not
Absolutely.
in the actual Oreo.
Yeah. I'm sure there's pieces of whatever got stuck in the machine
Mm-hmm.
as well. I'm sure there's at least a bug in
I feel like
Oreos.
cows made it. I feel like that's what's going on. They're using animal
Sweatshop.
labor, so they're like you think they're vegan, but they're
It's
really the animals are dying. They're just dying while making your Oreos.
exactly. Exactly. Okay, so round 2, two truths and a lie. Are you ready for
Mm-hmm.
this? Okay. 1. Little Debbie is a real person. 2. Oatmeal cream pies were invented during the Great Depression. 3. Little Debbie has released a limited edition of oatmeal pies with chocolate chips inside.
I don't think Little Debbie's a real person.
And you're wrong. And you're
Well,
absolutely wrong. Little Debbie is a real ass bitch.
well, fuck
She
her.
is a real ass bitch. She's the
Well, good for her.
granddaughter. I mean, good for her, but also just like imagine being on. I mean, how that would turn someone into a monster. but also it was her
To
grandpa
be
used to
fair,
fully
her
exploiting
snacks
her.
are dirt cheap. So
Yeah. Okay. Fine.
you're a
True.
cheap snack. You're the bottom of the barrel. People are being yelled at if they eat too much of you. So
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, they did perfect the recipe in the Great Depression. They technically released them under Little Debbie in 1960, but the inventor invented the recipe in the Great Depression, which is,
okay.
yeah.
So there's
So,
there's no chocolate chip ones.
no, there's not. There's no chocolate chip
I
ones.
should have known that when you said oatmeal cream pies instead of oatmeal cream cookies, because that should have been the lie that you wrote.
Well, I mean, look, there
I should have saw that one coming, but here I was like, you know what? Let that be true.
I mean, I do think it wouldn't hurt if they had a limited edition chocolate cream cookie
I think
version.
once you corner the market, like it's just offer a few things and do them
Yeah.
well, and then that's all you got to do. I
Well, it
think,
was the first product under the Little Debbie name, too.
yeah, they nailed it the first time, and I think every
Yeah.
product after that twice as perfect, but different in its own right.
True. I mean, I will say, like, the Swiss rolls are pretty bomb.
Yeah. Also, those peanut butter sticks,
Yeah,
the peanut butter chocolate ones.
are they called zebras? No,
No, zebra
that's
cakes are the
peppermint.
ones that are like octagon shaped cakes that are covered in white
Right.
frosting,
Okay.
with cream in the middle.
I
No, I
love
can't
a peanut
remember.
butter stick.
Yeah, they were a peanut butter stick of some sorts. It's high quality,
Yeah.
like a
Any
giant.
anything with peanut butter. Do you remember Nutter
Of
Butters?
course, I actually recently purchased Nutter Butters, and they actually have a double stuffed Nutter Butter.
No, they don't.
Yes, they do.
Nutter
I tell
Butters
no
are
lies.
so good. I once made homemade Nutter Butters and I was like, yeah, this is as good now as an adult than it was when I was a kid.
Mm-hmm.
The sandwich cookie market, just really forgot because they have so many different kinds of Oreos now that you're really just like trained to only look in that direction.
I feel Nutter Butter will always be on my peripheral. It's always an option that I purchase. Yeah, Nutter Butters are a regular, but yeah, you should try the double stuff because that will. Oh, I'm always here for more cream filling. Like when
At
people give me
Same.
regular Oreos instead of double stuff Oreos, I'm like, what are we doing?
I was just arguing about this. You can always have more filling.
Yeah, and people are like, like people just rather have more cookie. And I'm like, the fuck is wrong with you? That's not the good part of an Oreo. Get a regular fucking cookie then.
It's delusional. It's absolutely delusional. No, I'm 100% with you. Okay. So, that on that note, we have some strong opinions on snacks. I do want to move into fuck Mary Kill Polly Partner because I think
Mm-hmm.
this will be fun and I'm honestly excited because I have 3 rounds of
Mm-hmm.
it's like fuck Mary Kill, except Polly Partner was added because instead of just having look, we're non-traditional here on snack time, okay? We don't adhere to
Mm-hmm.
societal norms.
I do. I'm
Okay.
very monogamous, and I do not care to be any poly situation. Sounds exhausting. I'm kidding. I don't
I
care.
mean, no, I mean it does legitimately in like a real time, but it for this scenario, like I said, love variety. So
Mhm.
I would be happy sharing partners. So
Yeah.
you have the traditional fuck Mary kill, and then with your married partner, you're married as your primary, and then you can choose an additional poly partner.
Okay. I respect
So,
that.
yeah, so you can choose something that you would then either share with your married partner or you could have them on the side as often as you want, but your primary is who
Yeah.
you married.
Okay.
Okay, so we have 3 different rounds. They're themed.
Mm-hmm.
We've got a cheese flavored round,
Mm-hmm.
caramel flavored, and chocolate flavored.
I'm excited.
Okay, it'll be good. All right, we'll start with cheese flavored. Okay, I'm gonna give the 4 names now. Fuck, Mary, Kill, Polly Partner, cheese flavored.
Mm-hmm.
Ready? Great.
Yes.
Okay, 1, nacho cheese Doritos. 2, crunchy Cheetos. Not flaming hot, normal Cheetos.
Mm-hmm.
3, Ritz Bits sandwiches with cheese. 4, Baby Bell cheese rounds.
Oh fuck. Um, I would definitely. I would kill the nacho cheese Doritos.
Okay.
I would marry. I would marry Cheetos.
You could handle right. You would be able to do normal Cheetos for the rest of your life.
Easily. without a
Okay.
problem.
Okay, great.
No doubt.
I agree with you.
I would definitely fuck the Baby Bells,
Yeah.
and I would no, I would fuck the Ritz
Hmm.
and poly partner the Baby Bells.
I actually think we have exactly the same grouping because I love a Ritz Bits with cheese, but you really can have too many.
Mm-hmm. And I feel like with I can definitely have Baby Bell as a side piece, and I can forget about it, and then
Yeah.
every once in a while revisit it again, be fine for the rest of my life. But yeah, regular Cheetos I need to have forever.
No, and
And Doritos, like the nacho cheese Doritos, are not my favorite. I haven't gotten them in so long.
yeah, I would never choose nacho cheese Doritos if I had the choice.
Like if they're
But
at a party,
yeah,
I'm not gonna fight it, but I
no.
would be like, why didn't you guys get spicy nacho
Right?
Doritos?
Or the sweet chili.
Yeah, Cool Ranch is readily available for everyone to purchase.
I have brought Cool Ranch to parties just with the anticipation that people won't have the appropriate flavor of
Mhm.
Doritos.
It's just when it comes to the cheese chips, the nacho cheese Doritos are not my go-to. Like it's always going to
No.
be a Cheeto situation or the cheddar and sour cream
Ugh.
lays that I love a lot.
Oh my God, same. Those I was literally just gonna bring them up and be like, I left them out, but they have such a special place in my heart that
It's a perfect flavor. I can eat that all day as well.
I can too, except for the roof of my mouth would really not prefer it.
Look, I don't need it anymore. What am I going to do with it? It's really pointless. If I can just scrape it to nothing, that'd be great.
You're like, goodbye, roof of my mouth.
Yes.
Um, what was I gonna say? Oh, I think that the Baby Bell is a great poly partner because you need to be able to appreciate fake cheese and real cheese.
Hmm. And it's just like it's truly such a chore to get to that cheese.
Yeah.
But it's never stopped me once. It's
I
never
no.
sitting like I've never just eaten one and been like, you know what? I don't want to go through that labor again. I'm like, I'll do that labor immediately. Like
Yeah.
I'm usually halfway through eating one while already opening the next way.
And the wax. The wax is so fun.
You can play with it. You can fold it up. You can do different things with it. Yes, I've done them all.
Yes. So that makes perfect sense. Yeah, a cheese Dorito, a nacho cheese Dorito is like really not it at all. How do you feel the crunchy Cheetos versus the puff Cheetos?
Crunchy Cheetos. The puff Cheetos
Yeah,
are a much more laborious situation.
they're
I also,
disgusting.
I don't hate them. Again, if they're at a party, I will eat them without any problem. But it's
I won't.
as a purchase,
Yeah.
as something that I bought with my money. No.
See, that's something I literally would leave at a party. That's how much I like really don't care for them. If you forced me, like if my choices were plain potato chips or cheese puffs, I would choose the cheese puffs, but it's really not. You can't get enough cheese flavor.
It's also just they're so big.
Yeah.
I don't like.
Laborious is
And
true.
it's truly is like such a big, dry situation.
It's a big puff.
Hmm.
There's no like relief.
Like if there's like a cheese filling,
Yeah.
then we have a different situation.
Wait, could they even do that? Why don't we have cheese-filled chips?
That would be chaotic. We
But it
don't.
would be so good.
Oh
Like,
yeah, but I can like chips used in a sandwich sort of situation sounds like a good idea.
yeah.
But then it's nachos.
Yeah, but what if it was like the powdery cheese filling like in the Ritz bits, but they put it in like a 3D Dorito?
That would be you would cough so much.
You're right. Or you know what? I'm literally just describing combos, which is an ongoing theme in this podcast. Are you a combos
I don't
person?
like combos.
It's my king snack.
That's the thing is that I don't like the outside of the combo enough to enjoy the inside of the combo.
Okay, interesting. So you don't like a traditional cracker?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't like traditional crackers. You heard it here first.
I mean, look, fine. That's
But it's not
fine.
that it's a hard cracker.
Okay, yeah. I just feel like it's so fun that it's filled like a little hot dog.
Yeah, but I can almost like it's one of those sounds where I'm like, I feel like my tooth is gonna fall out.
Oh, I like that. I dig that.
Yeah,
I have chipped teeth on snacks.
see, that's the thing. I'm afraid of chipping my teeth, and my teeth are pretty sensitive from all the damage I've done through sugary snacks. That
Same.
I can't take that many risks on hard snacks.
Well, I've had to do a no Jolly Ranchers rule
Yeah,
because I did chip my tooth on a Jolly Rancher in the last couple years.
yeah, I can't do hard candies because I'm impatient.
Same. I mean, it's fun to chew them, but like that's why I like brittle because of the butter in it. It cuts it enough so that it crunches, but like I mean, look,
Yeah,
brittle is horrific for your teeth, but you're not going to chip a tooth.
yeah, no, but I'm also at the same time I have toffee peanuts that I eat regularly, and they're not soft.
Yeah,
So
no. But they're soft enough. So no, toffee peanuts. Toffee is like, ugh, toffee pralines. Like,
yeah,
give me any of those flavors, and I'm 100% here for it.
but they're dangerous for our teeth. But I don't care. Those I can take a risk for a sweet, but I can't take a
Yeah.
risk for savory.
No, I agree. I agree. I will say my dentist said that gummies are the worst for your teeth, actually.
Well, you know what? That's your dentist's business and not mine. Whatever
I
they
know.
decide to believe.
I was like, I don't know why I asked either. And she was like, oh, they're the worst because they like stick. And I was like, I gotta go. I don't have time. This isn't what I'm paying you for.
Yeah.
Um,
I'm in here for your details on what
yeah,
I should be avoiding.
suck my ass. Okay. So speaking of toffee flavors, caramel flavored is the next category. So here are the options for Fuck Mary Kill Polly Partner caramel.
Uh-huh.
We've got caramel popcorn,
Hmm.
Werther's original hard candies, caramel apple lollipop, salted caramel ice cream.
Okay, kill the apple
Okay.
because that's just like once you eat that outside part, it's just fruit. And
Okay. I'm listening. I'm listening.
um, I would fuck Werther's Originals.
Okay. Okay, somebody likes a little boring fuck every now and then.
Look, it's just ever since that commercial as a kid, I can't
Yeah.
not have that in my. I have to have that every once in a while.
You get turned on by old people. I get it.
I like butterscotch too, so here we are.
Oh, me too. I really do like a butterscotch.
um, and I would marry caramel popcorn,
Yeah. It's
especially like
the
a
only
good.
choice.
Like that's like at the like I get Garrett's popcorn every once in a while, which is my
Ugh.
favorite one. And if the combo, the one with it's a cheese popcorn and caramel popcorn mix,
Yeah.
that's my fucking jam. And
That's
what was the
epic.
last option? Because that's my poly partner.
Salted caramel
Yes,
ice
salted
cream?
caramel ice cream. Yes, yes, that is definitely my poly partner. I love salted
Interesting.
caramel ice cream.
I actually don't care for it.
That's the only time I don't mind. Like salt, I think heightens flavor, and I'm fine with that.
I love salted caramel as an addition, but I think like for me, ice cream wise, I don't do a smooth flavor really. Coffee
See,
is my only
yeah,
exception.
with salted caramel, it's a really good milkshake.
Mm.
And that's usually when I do the salted caramel one. It's usually in a milkshake form, and either
Okay.
that or a peanut butter milkshake is what I like to do as
Ooh.
well.
See, that's good though. I feel like there's got to be texture and there's just not enough in something like caramel ice cream. I would kill the caramel ice cream probably.
I get
Straight
that.
up. I would kill the caramel ice cream. I would marry the caramal popcorn because that really is the only choice. Um, it's caramel popcorn so good. I love caramel popcorn. I love kettle
Hmm.
popcorn. It's one of the most beautiful
It's
snacks.
pretty. It's enjoyable. It's easy to eat. It
Yeah.
almost feels healthy, even though it's completely not.
Well, it's light, so you can eat
Mhm.
a shit ton of it, and then you're like, I don't have to stop.
And I
And
also love the big tins that come in for like
ugh,
Christmas stuff. That's just a joy to me.
it's Lux.
That and I have this like that and the butter cookies that come in the tin. Like these are two things that I
Ooh,
love. That I just like. If you come in a good
yeah.
container, I know you're the right snack for me.
Packaging is important, and I will say that Garrett's does a good job. When I lived in Chicago, you could smell the Garrett's. Like if you went to the Garrett store, you could just smell. You just stand outside and smell the cheese caramel, and you could get it hot.
Oh,
which was so fucking good when it's like super, super
jeez.
fresh. Ugh, it was like, and then like at one point, they have to put calories on everything. So on one point, they would put up on like the board when you walked in the calories, and I was like, I'm never coming in here again. How dare you? How dare you? So that ruined it for me. But I'm still like the caramel cheese. I was like, I don't know why this works, but I'm dying.
It's so good. It's so perfect. And to
Yeah.
think my whole life there was a divider between them
I know. It's
in the
and it
Christmas
doesn't have to
tin.
be.
It doesn't have to be at all.
Um, and they also have Werther's caramel popcorn at the store,
Oh, yeah. I know. At
right?
first, you have something about Werther's. I don't know. It's just I like sucking. Just a candy I can because that's a candy I will suckle the whole way through.
See, I'll chew it because it crunches nicely, but I will also. I mean, I prefer the hard version versus the soft.
Yeah,
Um,
those chews are not. They're not the best kind of caramel chews. So I wouldn't really.
yeah, I'm not like a big caramel chew person. So I would definitely marry the popcorn. I would kill the caramel ice cream. I actually like the caramel apple lollipop.
Not for me.
It's
It's
a
truly
surprise.
and like it's really like the candy apple caramel apple sort of situation. I'm like this sounds. It's like when people try to convince you that you can make it. I'm like no,
Yeah.
no. It is boiling ass sugar that will hurt you and burn you. I'm not here to
Sure.
live this life. I'm not like the journey to making it, the journey to finding it. Like it's all. It's too many journeys. That's the
Yeah.
issue with caramel apples. It's a journey dessert, and I'm not here. I like it's taking away from the quaint. Like it's trying to be quaint
Yeah.
and simple, and it's not.
Right.
It
Well,
is
they
not at all.
have the luxury like Rocky Road apples. I don't care for a candied apple. I do enjoy a caramel apple.
And also, my issue is the quality of the apple can vary.
This is very true. It's got to be a
I've
Granny Smith for me.
I don't like Granny Smiths outside of a pie. They're too
Okay.
sour for me.
I love sour. You don't like
See,
a
like I don't
tang?
mind
You
like
don't
as
want a
like
tang?
like if I can just eat the outer layer like just like fried chicken skin and throw it away, I do that easily. Then I'm
That
fine.
is, I mean, that's why chicken fingers are the best because the outside
No,
is.
it's the fried chicken skin is better than the chicken finger skin.
Okay, well, I don't know where you're going for
I'm
your.
just saying that I get amazing fried chicken and the skin on it
Where?
is
I'd
delicious.
love to know
I
where.
go to Church's fried chicken in Pasadena that I
Oh,
love.
I see. Churches. Okay. I mean, I've been meaning to try the honey kettle.
I've not had that yet.
I've heard good things, but I haven't yet. I will say good Korean fried chicken on Vine. There's a place called Jesse Boy. It's so fucking good.
Okay,
It's like epic, very, very good. Um,
I'll give it. I'll try. I'll try it.
try
I'll
it.
try it.
Try it. Let me know what your thoughts
Yes,
are.
I love. I also love wing situation, and I
Ugh,
realized that through the pandemic that the wings delivery is not a good thing to do.
it's
It's
not.
you have to get wings in the place that you order them and eat them on the spot because I think
Yeah.
that's the best wings you'll have.
It's the same thing with French fries. You can't really get takeout French fries because they get soggy.
Yeah, they get soggy by the time they get to you. Like you
Yeah.
have to eat them as they come your direction.
Yeah. So you have to either pick up or eat them in the restaurant. And I have eaten them in a parking lot. So I'm
I
not
have as
afraid to do
well.
it.
Yeah, I've done it many times, and I've done it. I'll do it again.
Done it before and I'll do it again. Um, and then who would I poly with? I guess I would have to poly with the Werthers.
Mm-hmm.
I would do that. They're fun.
Yeah.
Why not? Yeah, because especially if I'm killing the salted caramel. I mean, the coolness would be nice, but yeah, fuck it. I mean, if caramel popcorn's my primary, look, I could eat them together. That's the thing.
I've
I
done
could
that as
have
well.
both of them at the same time.
My thing is popcorn and Reese's Pieces.
Ooh, and it melts a little bit if it's warm.
Mm-hmm.
I dig that hard. Although, you know what they have that I would also recommend? Okay, so initially you had said one of your favorite snacks was Butterfinger, right?
Yes.
Okay, so and Alex Edelman was on the last one and he said Butterfinger BBs were his favorite. And
Yes.
we had like an extended conversation about Butterfinger, but I'm a huge peanut butter chocolate fan. And
Yeah.
they do have popcorn now that is candy or cookie flavored. And so they have Butterfinger flavored popcorn.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I didn't even know that. Yeah, that's a journey. I'll give it a go. I'll give it
Give
a
it a
go.
go. It's
Sounds
like
fantastic.
it's hit or miss, but it's like peanut butter drizzled popcorn with like chocolate flecks. Like it's really not
Oh, I'll
bad.
eat that. That sounds fantastic. There's nothing
Yeah.
bad about that. That sounds fantastic.
Yeah. So that one I had and I was like, this is incredible. So I highly recommend that, especially if you like peanut butter in your popcorn. So take that. Um, okay, so the last round we're gonna do is chocolate flavored. So here are your options for fuck, marry, kill, poly partner, chocolate.
Okay.
Okay, we've got chocolate covered gummy bears, Hershey's milk chocolate, just a plain chocolate bar,
Mm-hmm.
Keebler fudge cookies,
Mm-hmm.
and chocolate pudding. I tried to put some good and bad in there depending on what your taste is. Some
I
controversial
would
takes.
kill chocolate pudding.
Okay, good choice.
I would fuck chocolate covered gummy bears.
Great.
The Keebler fudge cookies will be my Mary.
Yes.
And I would probably the Hershey's milk chocolate bar.
Wow. Okay, interesting. You like a plain chocolate bar?
Not really, but I like it better than a chocolate covered gummy.
Interesting. You know what? I initially was like, okay, I would kill the pudding, but now that I'm thinking about it, a good chocolate pudding.
Unfortunately, that's one of the things that I ate on the day I had appendicitis, and I've never been able to revisit chocolate pudding
Oh no.
since.
Oh no.
There's very few puddings I can even eat anymore, so it's like a bread pudding is where I thrive.
Yeah.
But like any other puddings, I'm like, oh, this is a journey.
Oh my god, that's so funny.
It's just like pudding has a certain texture that just reminds me of that day of constant vomiting that I'm like, I can't.
Wait, so did you have it before you had appendicitis or like before it
I
was brought
had
on
it
or in the
like
hospital?
I had it the day of. It was one of the many things that I attempted to eat that I could not hold down,
Shit.
and I've
How
not been
old were
able to go
you?
back. I was like 10.
Oh, fuck. I had appendix surgery too, but I didn't have appendicitis. I think I just had gas, but I freaked out. And so
And they're
and
like, take something out to make this bitch calm down.
I mean, I also always like wanted to have like extensive medical procedures as a child. I just like was
Aw.
one of those kids that was like everything's broken, put me in a cast.
It's called a hypochondriac.
Yeah, I like what I was like, why can't I have glasses? Give me braces. I wanted like everything. It was so psychotic. So I almost feel like I got my way when I had my appendix out.
Yeah, you did. You did.
Yeah.
You bowled your way until getting your appendix removed.
I know. And it's like, have you ever heard anything more privileged? Being like a healthcare, I mean, you have no concept of healthcare when you're a kid, but in
Yeah.
retrospect, if I was my mom, I would have murdered me.
Yeah, well, she let you do it anyway, so
I know. So honestly, that's
she's
on
the
her.
sucker, honestly, yeah.
Um, I think that, yeah, I think that I actually dig chocolate pudding enough to not kill it. I would
No, yeah.
probably, I don't, I like a pudding texture, like a custard. It just is like,
See, custard is not 100%. That's not there yet. That I can do a custard. A custard is not a pudding
right.
texture though.
No, pudding is a little looser, but a traditional pudding is technically a custard.
Yes. But
So,
it's not it's a textural difference for me.
okay. Yeah. Well, because the custard is thicker, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
It's thicker. I feel like there's more egg in custard than
Oh,
there's in
for
pudding.
sure. For sure. I mean, custards are superior in general. Like custards, pastry cream. Actually, you know what? Pudding has more of a pastry cream type
Yeah.
texture to it. And I could eat a bowl of pastry cream.
I can eat a bowl of pastry cream too, but pastry cream is not a pudding.
You're right. You're right. If it's a dark pudding though, I guess I'm just really anti a plain Hershey's. I'm just anti plain chocolate bars.
Look, it's just for me. That's like that. Like I can see a s'more situation happening.
Sure. I mean, but
Like
you can't.
there's
Yeah, it's true. It complements things, but it's on its own. It's just like very much not a vibe for
yeah,
me.
but I'm not gonna kill it because I can do stuff with it.
Okay, well, it's useless to me and it's done and it's killed and I'm over
Kill
it.
it. It's done. It's finished. It's finito. Enjoy your
I'm
pudding.
I'm done. Fuck it. I which would I fuck though? I mean, I you have to marry. I would fuck the chocolate pudding. Okay, that's what I would do. So I would kill the Hershey's milk chocolate bar. I would fuck the chocolate pudding because look, you can't have it all the time. I get it. It's not, but every now and then I'm like, do I like pudding? And then I try it and I go, I don't know if I love it. And that's a pretty healthy sex relationship.
Yeah.
Is it? Yeah, no, it is. I mean, you give it an occasional fuck and then you go, no, thank you. And you go home to your Keebler fudge cookies, who will always be delicious and perfect.
Yeah.
And then chocolate covered gummy bears are like not bad. I don't know why they're not bad, but they're really not bad.
I'm not that crazy about them. I don't think they're bad. It's just not
Yeah.
not my go-to. Like it's just I like gummy bears on their own regard. I think gummy bears doing a great job to begin with. I don't think they need the assistance.
Yeah. I'm always for an added texture. Like I like there's a snack I want to right now they have like creepy crawler like hard candy outside like gummy worms and I'm that are sour and I'm like really anxious to try that. So that kind of thing I like. I think if they were candy covered versus chocolate covered, I could get on board with it more, but I don't love them. I'm not like going to go to the store and buy chocolate covered
Hmm.
gummy bears, but I will eat them.
If there's a plate,
Yeah. Look, if you present me with a plate, again, if we're at a party, there's a snack table and I would have them consistently enough that I would be like, "You know
okay.
what? Get into bed with me and the Keebler fudge cookies and
I
go to
respect you.
fucking town."
That's look, the life you live is the life you live. I would never do it. That's not
Yeah.
that's not my orientation, but I respect your lifestyle
My
and and
lifestyle.
the way you choose to live.
Okay, well, I was actually born this way. So I was born loving these snacks and I will die loving these snacks. But no, I mean, our snack tastes are actually very aligned. Like
For the
I
most
would
part.
say they're very aligned
I'd say
in
85%, 85% of match.
which is more, I mean, you'd be surprised. Like there are a couple people off the top of my head. Jared Goldstein has some of the worst taste in snacks I've
I
ever.
respect that. I feel like he would be like that.
They're awful. They're
I'm
really
sure he's a little
awful.
contrarian too.
Yeah. Yeah, so Jared's were terrible. God, I mean, Amy Silverberg had some questionable choices,
And I want to know
although
what these choices are so I can make fun of them
uh
always.
oh yes. Well, Jared Goldstein was really was about well, first of all, he loves like a floral taste and he would love like a basil ice cream type shit. Um and seaweed snacks, which I do like, but
I'm
like
fine with those, but it's not like it's out of obligation of being nice to the people around me that I'm eating the seaweed snacks.
he chose them. He chose to marry them in Fuck Mary Kill. Yeah. So this makes me question our friendship naturally, and
Well, you should doubt everyone's friendship. That's the best way to live your life.
100%. Amy Silverberg, her childhood snack was Slim Jims.
Wow. Did you grow up in a trailer or
Orange County.
yeah. Oh, she even grew up rich? Oh, she had like oh
I know. Well, she loves beef jerky. And Sam Wiles had really Sam Wiles. I'll never not bring up that he drank a glass of milk. Uh, and chose. I mean,
What
he chose a
is
Scores bar, but he drank a glass of milk with a candy bar. I mean, all of this stuff is like really questionable. But
anyone who can drink a glass of milk without A, cookies,
yeah, yeah. Well,
or
yeah,
B, cereal
yeah. No,
is I can't.
a
Like
hundred
I
percent.
can do it with like a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. That's probably the only other
Oh,
way I can do a glass of milk
interesting.
because I like those are the three things that I think complement milk: cookies, peanut butter and jelly sandwich, and cereal, and nothing else.
Not a steak.
Not at all. Anytime when like I've seen a few people in my life drink milk with dinner, I'm just like, what are you doing? What
It's
is it?
really weird.
Where are we going with this? Why are you doing like I can't even imagine that combination of flavors hitting your throat of like a
It's
steak or a
it's
potato or
so
anything.
odd.
Ugh.
And if you're gonna have dairy, you better put cheese on it. I'll put cheese on anything. I
Yeah.
don't care. So if you're gonna like have dairy with your meat, you better put cheese on it.
Yeah, cheese is the right thing to do is cheese. Like
Yeah.
milk itself is just one of those things where I'm like, why?
Yeah,
Why is this?
the most appropriate version of dairy is ice cream, whipped cream, or cheese.
And those are the golden ones. Like that makes sense. They don't hurt your stomach as much as I
No.
feel like if I'm gonna fucking shit my brains out and it's over milk, I'm
Yeah.
gonna be so fucking mad.
Yeah.
Like
Absolutely.
if I'm why
Imagine.
like milk is what's causing the damage, I would be
I
so
know.
pissed.
It
I
better
want
be ice cream.
yeah. Like I better have like a wheel of brie in me if I'm gonna end up lactose intolerant.
Exactly. No, I agree with you fully. I mean, I think in conclusion, based off of this episode, Little Debbie snacks are delicious.
Mm-hmm.
We both think milk shouldn't be drank by the glass. Um, your wigs are great. We love your wigs.
I
Little
love my wigs too.
Debbie's snacks are incredible. We would fuck a Werther's in a minute.
Mm-hmm.
Werther's are delicious. And nacho cheese Doritos are fucking trash.
Yeah.
Cool Ranch for the win.
Easy every time. Every
Yeah.
time. Get the nacho cheese separately and dip it in
Yes.
that, and then you have something better than the nacho cheese Dorito.
Yes. And now I have to buy Nutter Butters. This double
Yes,
stuff.
double stuff.
Okay. Well,
Hopefully they're at your grocery store. If they're not, burn down your grocery store.
I will burn it down. If you think I won't, I'll talk right to the manager and go, "Where the fuck? You better order this." As if they have control, the poor grocery store manager. I always see people be like, "Why don't you have?" And it's like, you think this man knows? Do you
He's not
think he knows?
inventory. He's not in charge. He's just like the shipments show up and I put them on the shelf. This is all I have.
He's like, I'm not following trends. What are you talking about?
Like, stop yelling at me. This is
Yeah.
all I got going
I don't
on.
get paid enough, please. All right, Solomon, you're amazing. This is super fun. Tell everybody where they can find you. I'll post the links in the description.
I'm Solomon Georgio all across the board. There's no other, and if there is another one, kill them on sight.
Yeah, I agree. Check out all of his shit. He's super, super funny, and I love you. Thank you for
I love you
doing
too. Thank you
this.
for having me on.
All right. Thank you. Bye, guys. Thanks for listening.